and struggling with sinuses.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's big time rough town city.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And as usual, it was already there, but then the light in the face
lights make it so much worse. We've got a moody rainstorm going out right now, punctuated by occasional like thunder.
Yeah.
That's just like rolling in and out. Really nice. It's a good mood.
I am so psyched for today's weather, and it kind of goes with my frankly conversational topic. Okay? Listen.
That's fine.
Right off the bat, I just want to say, is it okay to be excited for Yule? Is it okay? Am I allowed?
God. Yeah, it is. Everybody knows it.
What? Is it fine? Is anybody mad at me?
I feel like that's the thing to do now. Like, the fall holidays have concluded.
Yeah.
The holidays are done. Yeah. And now it's time for the wintertime ones. I'm going to probably decorate on Saturday. That's going to be kind of my day to get some Christmas decorations out, or Yulemas or Candlemas, whatever you want to call it. But I'm hanging up my big stupid plastic lights again, and I'm very excited about those with the tiny little light on the inside.
Yeah. The tiny little. Listen. What are you talking about today?
All right, so I'm talking about a crystal. Again, I purely picked because I thought the name was silly. This time it's not like a dirty name, but I'm talking about a crystal called Quattro.
That sounds like an energy beverage.
It does. It does, or like a pyramid scheme, whatever. But the moment I read it, I was like, what? And so that was it.
Fortune 500 company for crypto bros. Yeah.
Yeah. Quattro. And it's like, I side-eye that. So because I side-eyed it, I wanted to look into it and figure out what it is. Quattro.
It's the Quattro for me.
Yeah. I'm
wondering about.
Makes sense when you get, it makes sense to the point that this is like a commercial brand name, but like it makes sense a little bit as to why they picked it, I suppose.
So it is kind of like, dude, what would you name your stupid fucking company?
Aside from the one that we already named.
Okay. Okay, rephrase. This brand of stupid. Like this, I don't know, just like you'd see it advertised.
I'd really have to think about
it,
because I think it takes a long time to work up a properly dumb name.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta shop it.
You stumble on it. And you don't realize it till after you've said it. You're like, that's it.
It's kind every Rock Snake song.
Every Rock Snake. God damn it. Yeah.
Pick one of those. Honestly, that's what we should just pick. Any Rock Snake title. That's my business. Gator gun. That's my business. Cocaine hot tub. That's my business. Spiders in the shower.
Nightmare bag.
Nightmare bag is honestly kind of tight. Like, I feel I could figure a way to make nightmare bag work.
Nightmare bag is one of my favorites. I gotta tell you, Wolf Spurt's up there pretty
Wolf Spurt is gross, but listen,
it lets you know
it's an effective title. Yeah, it creates imagery. God, my eyes are slowly getting smaller the longer that this is going on already. I'm so screwed up by whatever the storm blew in. What are you talking about today?
Christmas.
Okay.
Not Christmas. Yule. Generally. Yeah.
That's good. Give everybody a bit of time to prepare. We do this a lot to where we'll like do it the week of, and then it's
it's not even so much like talk about Yule. Like, here's the things you can do. I want to talk about that a little bit, but I just kind of want to talk about like, I don't know. We'll get there. We'll
okay.
Do I go first?
I don't know anymore. I don't know anything at all.
We're in the time of year now where it is the last school day before the holiday. That's what this last part of the year always feels like.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's liminal. Nothing. It's the TV on a cart has been rolled into the classroom.
Yes.
The kids have sugar cookies.
We're watching the Polar Express because that is the only fucking movie. I can't stand that movie because of how many times in school I was forced to watch it.
Never seen it.
It's fine with a lowercase f.
Okay, great. We got I had one teacher show us It's a Wonder. What is it? What's the black and white one?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Is it? Or am I confusing that one?
I've never seen that one. There's also a Christmas Story, but that's Scrooge, and I don't know if that's. I think It's a Wonderful Life is the black and white one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Yeah.
I might be confusing it with the one that's about Nazis, though. But
great.
So I'm not. But the Christmas one is the one I'm talking about.
Okay,
got that. Occasionally, we would get Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh no, that would have never happened in my school.
It was like the English teacher would.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could always count on them to be a little bit more unhinged than the rest. Yeah. No, it was only the Polar Express.
Never
doesn't matter the teacher. Doesn't matter the grade or class. It doesn't matter.
Is that the one with creepy Tom Hanks?
Creepy Tom Hanks, yeah, it's where they kind of mirrored the animation. I do not like. I don't like the people. The scenes are really beautiful. Like I will give it to that. Like the movie, the scenes are gorgeous, but they
didn't know what to do.
Are weird.
They tried too hard to be realist. They leaned too hard into realism, and then they got into the uncanny territory, and they didn't know yet how to do people. And now it's just like you just do pudding people. You just do cartoon,
which I also don't like. So I do think that I'm hard to satisfy in this regard. But just hand draw the goddamn movie. That's all I want. But that's
have you seen the Kroger ads?
No,
the Kroger ads with the weird pudding people. I hate them. I hate them so much.
I don't like the pudding people.
I'm gonna have to send you a Kroger ad.
Do it.
Anyway,
let me pull up who goes first.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's see. The last one we did was Shatukite and Silk.
So it's me.
Yeah, you get.
So by chance, my topic actually includes a little bit of your last topic. On accident. So we do reference Shatukite today.
Do you think all of the weirdly named crystals get together on the weekends?
Yeah. Who else is going to hang out with them?
Yeah. Who else is going to willingly hang out with Coming tonight?
Exactly. You think fucking Citrine is going to be hanging out with Coming tonight?
Amethyst?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Or Dictite or whatever it was.
Oh. Yeah.
Like
penis, peener and mouthite. They're ridiculous.
They honestly might as well at this point.
Why not? Yeah.
But here's the deal with Quantum Quattro.
That is, I can't.
I don't like it, but I like it at the same time. I just you do what you can with this name.
It's so funny to me.
It's a combination stone, meaning there's 5 ingredients. 5 separate minerals involved in this. Now you see, but you hear Quattro, you're like, what? It should be, like that sounds like 4, right?
Like someone forgot how to count 5. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And so, here's the deal. So you have 4 copper-based crystals, chrysocolla.
Yeah.
Malachite.
Yeah.
Shatukite.
Hell yeah.
And dioptase. Which I also think we've talked about. I've talked about. I don't even remember anymore. But
I don't fucking know.
They are suspended in a smoky quartz matrix. So that's where you get 5.
Whoa.
Look it up. Gorgeous.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's like beautiful. Really, 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 really pretty. But this is a silicate-based mineral because it is in that like quartz suspension matrix, whatever.
Pretty. It veers into like turquoise territory.
And it's real swirly. And every piece is unique, and we're going to get into why that is. So because of the copper base in all of these guys, there's lots of pretty blues and greenish hues. We just talked about this, so it's like you get that with copper and you get that with Quantum Quattro. So So initially, it was discovered in the 1990s, I think 1996, in Namibia in Africa. So quantum quattro is super associated.
Every time.
Associated with copper-rich environments.
Nice.
So obviously, that's got to be a thing going on. Otherwise, you're not going to find it. And it typically forms in oxidization zones in copper deposits. And here is where like weathering and alteration like can kind of happen in these copper deposits, which gives rise to these chances for these secondary minerals from copper to form, to happen somehow. And it's deeply associated with Africa because that is the primary source, with Namibia and the Democratic Republic of the Congo being two main sources, but also it is found, as should not be a surprise considering the Shiitakite episode, in New Mexico in the United States, which is a very copper-rich area. And also there have been, I believe 2018, there was a sizable deposit of high-quality quantum quattro that was found in Peru. So little smaller.
It's usually dudes who are like, I'm a high value man. It sounds like, I like when you said a high quality quantum quattro. It just sounds, I'm a high value quantum quattro.
It sounds like a scheme, like an absolute scam to me.
You tell me someone comes up to you at a party and tells you they sell high value quantum quattro, that you're not turning on your heel and walking away.
I'm absolutely glazing over and disappearing.
Yeah, absolutely.
In that moment. And other places are Australia, some deposits, Russia and Kazakhstan. Really, if there's a serious copper deposit, it's a possibility. And so Shiitakite, we're going to talk just a little bit about the end, not much, just kind of what they are. So Shiitakite is,
insert the last episode, just put the whole episode right here.
Go away and listen to it and come back. So it's a copper silicate mineral known for being very vivid blue. It's very pretty. And so that's kind of what it's got going on. Chrysocolla is a hydrated copper phyllosilicate mineral. Hydrated. It's got water in it.
Yeah.
And so it's generally kind of like, it's got shades of blue and green in there. So malachite,
love it,
is a green copper carbonate mineral that forms.
Tight ass sword in Skyrim out of malachite.
I figured that would break.
Listen, now that I know about it, absolutely. I don't think it would work that great.
I feel like we graduated from stone blades for a reason, and chose steel because it's better in every way. Unless it's like obsidian and you want to cut someone. Then we're talking something else.
All I want to do is have an actual like a claymore made out of obsidian.
It just wants to part flesh. Yeah. Nothing makes obsidian happier. It wants to get between those little layers.
Yeah.
And slice them open. It's great.
I love watching things get cut on like a cellular level. It's very satisfying.
It's crazy. And it's just like, it's like, especially that like still obsidian blades are used for this reason. Cause it's just like precise. Yeah. So fun. Perhaps I was in just kind of a snarky, impatient mood when I was taking notes, but I didn't really have a lot of patience.
When you were taking notes?
I know. Yeah. It's like, I'm not Neil Page. And so I was really not having the patience for a lot of these crystal websites today. Like I've talked at length before about how the wording in these does us a lot of the time, in my opinion, and as a community, no favors. And this one was really fun. I don't know if you knew about this, my friend. Malachite guards against all kinds of radiation. So slap you a malachite in your pocket, go to Chernobyl, you're going to be fine. All kinds of radiation.
All kinds.
All of them.
Great.
You're safe. So that was a fun one to come across.
Who decides that?
Someone who I am guessing has not worn a Geiger counter at the same time they're testing this, because I don't believe this.
Listen, you can get a Geiger counter on Amazon.
They're not
hard
can.
To copy. You can figure this out, my guy.
You can do that. Yeah. And so then there is dioptase. So it is a rare mineral, also hydrated, and it's a copper silicate. So you can tell we've got some different, of course there's copper is the root similarity between these, but they're also different minerals. Some are hydrated, some are silicate, so it's we've got differences here. And that one was fun because multiple places with dioptase, it was just it'll just wipe away your bad karma. And it's just no accountability or work or any self-reflection or anything like that.
I'm going to buy some on a shady website.
Wipe away any karma that, tell me you don't know.
Confession, dude. You just
anything about any of that. And then
hold on. I gotta purchase something real quick.
Yeah, go make all of the work that you're supposed to do in this life. Fix it.
Yeah, wipe it away.
Wipe it away. You'll be great. And then
when you die and you go sit in that office building in the sky and they go over and they're like, well, yep, this one was just a net nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
On to the next one.
You're clean.
Yeah.
And so, then there's smoky quartz. Now, this one was my personal favorite. When it came to a claim that just made my stomach turn into a fist. So this is a good one. Cheaper than therapy and a sustainable alternative to antidepressants, smoky quartz is a grounding stone known for its ability to help you move on from painful memories.
Okay, look. Listen, as much as I am laughing, there's something overtaking how funny I find this, and it's upset. I'm angry.
Is it rage? Yeah.
Dude, people have unsubscribed from being on this planet before.
Yes.
Don't look at me and tell me, okay, all right, fine.
And my favorite is a sustainable alternative. Guys.
In conjunction with? Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cheaper than therapy and a sustainable alternative to antidepressants. We got to do better as a community.
Do you think the witches of the past, if they found out we had fucking SSRIs, do you think they'd be offended, or do you think they'd be oh, hell yeah, magic moves alongside modern medicine once again, let's do it?
I like to think the latter.
I hope so. I think so.
For sure. Yeah. So, but anyway, that was fun. I was not in the mood when I was and it was just I was seeing that was all that was showing up, and it's just oh my God.
Yeah.
So Quantum Quattro, it typically, it's pretty striking looking. It's beautiful. It's really pretty. You got a combo of blues and greens, sometimes some earthy tones kind of mixed in there. And it is that mixture of those 4 minerals, copper-based minerals, in that quartz suspension. And so because of that, the exact coloration varies depending on the proportions of each of those 4 minerals in that exact specimen. So you're talking completely unique. Because even one Quantum Quattro compared to another one, if you look at it under a microscope, will have different inclusions, different levels of each one of those. So they're going to be different.
4 Quantum Quattros, would you have Quattro? Quantum Quattros?
Quattros.
Great. Wonderful.
And so generally opaque is what we're looking at here. It's not see-through, and it's hard to discern the crystal structure of it, because you got 4 minerals that each have different crystal structures all blending together and kind of interwoven. And because of this, there is no perfect cleavage because there's no clean structure to break and follow. So it's just kind of a mishmash. Great. And also because of this blending of different properties in these minerals, the Mohs hardness ranges and is really hard to pin down. So it can be anywhere from 3.5 to 7, depending.
It's like one of those cats where their genetics get confused and they come out just a little bit of every kind of cat. Have you seen this? It's like there's like a quarter of its body is like orange cat, and then it has this side is like tuxedo, and then it's just like all the different
but it
types
sounds
of cats.
sweet. It sounds cute. I'd like a little patchwork cat.
Yeah.
It'd be sweet.
Chaos demon, but you know.
I mean, it would have to be.
Yeah.
Think of, and because aren't cats, can't a single cat have like a bunch of different dads? Is it cats that are like that?
I think that's
or the kittens can all have individual different dads?
I think because, okay, so if I understand correctly, and I don't, I'm not an expert, cats are sort of the opposite of dogs. Like we have, like dogs are, they've been bred into these very individual, like there's a Yorkie and there's a Great Dane and there's this, right? Cats are more so, they're all just short hairs. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's like domestic short hair, there's long hairs, there's like the exotic ones with the little noses that can't breathe.
But like, they're not but their pattern and stuff like that doesn't necessarily determine whether or not, like, of course there's exceptions like that, the naked chicken cat, you know, but generally, so from what I understand, you can just have a cat shoot out a million different colors of cat.
I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I know you got your like Maine Coons and whatnot, but like, but I like growing up in the country, cats would just spit out anything.
You'll have like a litter with every different little kind of cat.
Yeah, which is very exciting. Like it's something very fun about cats.
Yeah. Like printers, just kind of shoot them out. Sometimes printer gets jammed and you get one of those little patchwork cats, you know?
Oh, cute. Oh, so from a geological perspective, quantum Quattro, it serves as a good indicator for rock scientists who know when they like look at rocks. Like it's a really great way to like read the history of the earth in that region because like, you know, geologists can do that. They can look at rocks and sediment and be like, I know this, I know what this means. And so here
divining from rocks,
you've got these 5 different, you know, minerals all working together to form this. And if you know what you're looking for, it can tell you a lot. It can tell you a lot of what happened, how it formed, what processes might have done it. So it's pretty sought after for that reason. And in like geological environments, it's useful in that way and can also help the studying of like how copper mineralization occurs in the first place. So, however, the specific conditions that it takes for these to form, they may not be present in every single copper-rich area of the world. So just because it can happen doesn't mean it will happen. So good specimens are actually kind of rare. So like a little tumbler, you can find pretty easy. But when you start getting up to palm stones, bigger sizes.
High quality.
High
value.
And so they get a little bit more expensive because they're not as common. So that's just kind of your basic run-of-the-mill facts here. Let's get into the metaphysical. And a lot of this boils down to emotions. There's a lot of emotions tied to quantum Quattro. And whether it is communicating your emotions or processing your emotions, this is especially so during times of transition. Or emotional upheaval, when you kind of need to initiate the process of, you kind of know when you you realize sometimes like, and it's often, sometimes it's not a clean cut thing, but sometimes you do kind of hit that like, all right, I've got to start working. I've got to start doing some work on this. Like it both places, you know, it could be the beginning, middle, or end of the realization of like, I need to start working through processing, doing work in some sort, however that looks at processing, whether it be the change, upheaval, letting emotions be interpreted within yourself by yourself in general. If you don't really like doing that, all of these things, it's very emotional ties. So grief or guilt are also players here. So you can kind of see a theme with this one of being an aid for the heavy and harder work that we got to work through over the course of our lives, you know, in various places, times. And I could see this one being beneficial for shadow work for that reason. And, you know, those times when you kind of need to take that look at yourself and start processing past deeds, current behaviors, happenings to us in ways that maybe we have happened to other people, all of those things.
The stone, I forget which one we talked about, that cleans up our karma. Not worry about
wipe
that
it away. Yeah. Just wipe, it's gone. You fixed it. So this can be difficult work. I mean, there's a reason when like people talk about shadow work and things like that and therapy and all of these emotional processes is because it is work. It's not necessarily tangible work, but like it's still hard work.
Yeah.
And really that's kind of a focus here when it comes to that. And also too, in less heavy arenas, it's said to be able to soothe stress during times, it brings a sense of emotional grounding, because generally a lot of the times when we do a lot of that analysis work and processing work, it's nice if we can do it from kind of a central grounded place to where we can kind of pull out of ourselves and be a neutral party sometimes. Because really a lot of the times when you're trying to, especially if you're trying to analyze your own behavior, it's nice to pull out of yourself as much as you can and see from different perspectives. And usually that is made a little easier if you're kind of in a good grounded, neutral state. And
which is really hard to do.
It's hard to do. It itself is a practice. Like it's a practice, and it's not one that's always stable, because like sometimes what happens to you, even during really, really stressful times of upheaval, ego can kind of get in the front seat during those times, just out of defensiveness for ourselves, as a protection measure. And so this is just kind of a practice in coming, this is also a basis of shadow work, because shadow work is not just analyzing what has been done to me, but also what have I done that I need to reflect on, that could be better, that could put me on a better path if I analyze and correct these things and process maybe how that affected other people. So this is just kind of a good one for being the witness towards yourself and kind of processing maybe things that you feel it is time to process. So quantum Quattro, it can help, perhaps. There's a lot of communication ties with this.
Why is it named quantum?
I know. I can't even say it without my eyes wanting to just shut. So
imagine trying to have a very serious conversation about this with someone, like, I need to purchase some quantum.
When it sounds like you're talking about motor oil or something. So for communication, it could be handy for times in which maybe you're getting ready to state your case. Maybe you're getting you've got words inside of you that have been building, and it's time to get them out. And but you want to do it. You want to do it the best way, right? Like you want to really make sure that you deliver your case, your statement with the most impact as it could possibly have, without it devolving into, emotions or ego or things like that can sometimes, whether they're righteous or not, it can derail a proclamation, a claim, opinion, things like that. And so this is kind of good for organizing your words and getting them out in a way that you want to get them out, and to where they don't get tarnished or bent out of shape, to where whoever you're trying to state the case to can then be like, see, so you're just trying to do this in the most neutral way. And, communication in the form of confidence is also a factor, because the two can go hand in hand really a lot of the time. Like having the confidence to speak aids a lot of the time in the communication itself. Like when you're more, it's the difference of being afraid to speak in front of people and not being afraid to speak in front of people. And you could have all of the knowledge in the world, but without the confidence to convey it, it might just lock up in your throat and you can't get it out. So they kind of work together in that way. And so it's said that this one can kind of be, again, with that soothing quality that it has with the emotions, to help, be that physical talisman that you can draw on to kind of remember that reassurance and just kind of practicing that confidence, because confidence is a skill, you know, and it's something that takes work in its own right. And there are some people that are inherently perhaps maybe more naturally confident,
sure,
but life can destroy that. It's not in a vacuum. So confidence is something that just takes work. Like, I've had times in which I was very confident in communication and times when I was not. Like, the one that I always think of is like the first time, especially after quarantine and like hadn't spoken to people. When I went to the first night of yoga teacher training, I was literally shaking at the thought of having to introduce myself, because it was one of those things like everybody go around in the circle and say your name. And 2 years before that, I would have done it with my brain thinking of something else. Like, it wouldn't have even been a difficult thing whatsoever to even do, but it's not static. It's something that takes work. And I think that can make confidence seem a little more accessible sometimes if it's looked at like a skill, like anything else. And maybe this, like with all other things, it might be a slower or a quicker process depending on who you are, but it is still a skill that can be sharpened over time. And with practice. That's why you have things like Toastmasters. It takes practice, you know?
Toastmasters.
I'd never heard of Toastmasters until I got my first corporate job, and they had a Toastmasters club. And people learned how to publicly speak. And I know someone who's been a part of Toastmasters, and they had like nothing but high praise about how much it helped them speak.
I'm sure it's great. I'm sure
but the
wonderful.
Name is funny.
The name makes me hungry.
Yeah. Toastmasters. Plus here we have a weaving of 5 different minerals, you know, counting in that smoky quartz substrate. And we can think of that as the same as the blending within us. Like, we are many things, each one of us. We are not
we are the youth of a nation.
We are. Mm-hmm. And it is what makes all of us unique. Like, every single person is made up of individual stuffs, you know, that makes them what they are. And this complexity is what gives the individuality. So just as every piece of the stone is unique, it's a reminder that that's an asset. That's a good thing. And perhaps maybe we can be reminded to let our own individuality shine outwards as well and see it as something that is worth displaying. And also, this is a big amplifier stone, because not only is there that smoky quartz that all this stuff is floating around in and swirling in, you ever heard of copper wiring? Copper is highly conductive, and if used for that reason, it's just got that ability to amplify and conduct. So maybe you got a crystal grid going down and you want to put it in the middle and just amplify it all, or you're doing a spell work in which you want to give it a little extra juice, things like that. It's got that good amplifying ability. I don't meditate with it on your forehead, see what happens, you know.
Yeah. One on each eyeball.
That honestly just sounds nice, like that. With my sinuses hurting today, like the thought of the gentle cold pressure on my eyes sounds really great. I'm in. But anyway, that is Quantum Quattro.
We could have done better with the name, I think.
I think we could have definitely done better with the name.
But honestly, okay, credit where credit is due. It's not another something-ite.
No, it's unique. I mean,
unique.
That's what got my attention.
That's what we need.
But when I hear it, I don't think crystal. I think like oil and lube, or a scheme, or like you said, an energy drink
that's coming out from Ford Quantum Quattro. Yeah,
I don't think of a rock.
Yeah. Well, now
we will. Yeah.
I don't know if I will. I still think the first thing that's going to pop out of my head is like a sick new energy drink, like a new vape flavor or something. I got that Quantum Quattro cart.
Quantum Quattro. The cart. Yeah. I don't know. What is it? It's about. Got my salt nick.
Dude, remember how, I know vapes are here again and have been for a while, but they dipped out of popularity for years, basically. Do you remember the first go around with vapes where you had to like build your own and like fill the tank?
Your mod.
Oh,
you had to build your mod.
Yeah, and I know they still exist, but like that was the only way back in the day.
Yeah. Carts and disposables weren't as known of a thing. And so, I remember the tank. You had to get your tank. You had to get your juice. You had to get your cotton, your coil, that goes in there.
Stores were like...
Which there still are, but not like there were. And now they're usually blended with head shops.
Right. Yeah. Which good for them. Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do. But I remember the first round. I was working at my first like somewhat legit job when I was 18. And I remember like everybody, because also it hadn't been banned from being smoked inside yet. Because there were a few years of Wild West where you could smoke those anywhere.
Nobody knew the rules.
Nobody knew the rules. And so I just remember people vaping in the office, like at their desks, blowing these big fucking clouds. Like,
dude, in the cloud game had to be strong.
There were competitions.
I'm sorry. I've blocked that from my memory. Correct.
People did crazy things with them clouds.
You know what time of year it is?
I think I do.
Okay, great. Listen. How do you feel about what's going on? Weather-wise and seasonally wise. And
I'm enjoying it right now.
Are you and I mean coldness aside, because I know that's a big thing. I'm talking more so I guess the holiday season.
I like it. I mean, it's kind of stressful. We're hosting Christmas this year, but also the Monica in me, I love being the hostess. I love it. I'm always the hostess. Yes. And so I'm excited about that. Like, I'm going to set the tree up this weekend, and so it's like, but I was driving back from the studio this morning after teaching, and it's exceptionally beautiful right now. Like, right now is very overcast and it's lightly misting, but something about gray, misty weather highlights the leaves. And it always makes me think of Broken Bow, because Broken Bow is misty every morning, always.
Makes me think of Forks, Washington.
And nice. And but everything's so, like, being in the oak grove here, everything's bright yellow. Mm-hmm. So the leaves are bright yellow and the mist is just popping that out. It's very beautiful. And like just the whole, like coming down my road and down the driveway, I was like, this is like a goddamn Thomas Kincaid painting. Remember them stores in the mall?
What? I forgot there were a whole
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude. This is possibly kind of rude, but I was with someone the other day and we were walking by a Hallmark, the Hallmark store. We were walking by and they kind of pointed at it and they were like, oh, Spencer's for old ladies. I was like, yeah, that's actually perfect. It was Dad. Awesome. Dad said that.
I could hear that. I believe that.
Okay, sorry. I was thrown off my rocker. So, listen, I'm starting to feel good. I'm starting to feel like a human being again. And regardless, listen, if you are somebody who struggles with the seasonal affective, what's the old name? The seasonal affective disorder. What's the other one? The old one that people used to say. I forget.
Seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression. That's what it is. Yeah. Then the feeling, whether you have it in the summer, in the winter, in the spring, whatever. The feeling of like coming back into your body and feeling like you zapped back online. I feel very Dinah, when she gets the light that comes back into her eyes. That's what I feel like. I feel like, bzz, and I've come alive. And I'm just in a good spot right now, personally, and I feel for you if you are not. However, it's been a long time since we've talked about Yule and the time. And I'm not talking Christmas, and I'm not talking like Yule as in the holiday, as in longest night, as in, whatever. I mean the slice of year and what it means and what we can do I celebrate feels like a strong word, but I guess just sort of live within this space, within this time of the year. What do you like to do for this time of year?
So this
Like
is
outside of Christmas,
right. This is something that I've put work on in through the years, because I used to be pretty bullish in the fact that when the weather turned, I was pretty disappointed in that. And so,
sure. Well, I mean, even that is something like if that's the case, then like what safeguards are you putting up?
Right. And so part of, and this is, so my first answer is very practical.
Okay.
And this is something, and this sounds a little silly, but
get a blanket.
Hunter over the years has had to teach me how to properly layer for cold weather. Like he, for the first part of his life, like worked outside. He was a dock worker for a time, like by cold water on docks and went. So it's like, he understands, like, yes, it's cold, but like there's a few different smart things you could do to where you don't mind it as much. Sure. So like part of it is that I just I bust out the warmer garb pretty damn early.
Sure.
Like today, like I'm in a thermal and I'm in a flannel. Yeah. Dude, boys section.
I love that flannel.
I am becoming a loyal shopper of shopping in the boys section, because I'm developing a realization that I'm on my second year on now, to where even boys' clothes are better than women's clothes.
I was going to say that.
Men's clothes are made thicker, better, stronger stitching.
Higher quality.
They're long enough, which is one thing. And so it's like, so I've just started buying clothes in the boys section, because it's like, it's going to be thicker and better than all of my, which I guess women are just, I don't get like I went and looked at the women's flannels and I held it up to the light and I could see through it.
I have flannels that I have bought in the women's section, and they are purely decoration.
It's a joke.
Purely, and then I have flannels that are, you buy them over and they're thick. They're so thick.
Yeah. So part of it is I've just started buying better winter clothes and accepting, okay, because as movement is important to me. So this is another thing. Yes, buy the winter clothes, buy them oversized. Buy them so I can raise my hands. I haven't even taken the tag off this one yet. Hey! And I got it today when I had to run to the store.
Nice. And I like it a lot. It's the first thing I noticed.
Very comfy. And so that's a big part of it, is accepting the weather is what it is. And really, I have found perspective is everything. And trying, it's not always successful, but trying to find the good in things that you might generally be like, ugh. And really, there is something gorgeous about the cold. It's it's clear. It is crystal clear.
Yeah.
And so things like that, I've tried to do that. And so as the weather's turning, the leaves are starting to fall. In a couple weeks, there's going to be no more leaves. And I kind of just see this as a good time to process letting stuff go. The trees are doing it,
Truly.
We can do it too.
We've got our horned, I guess. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. The deers, they're shedding the antlers.
Dude, we are covered up in deer right now.
Yeah.
Like it is actually.
Do you ever find any shed antlers out?
I never find any shed antlers, but there were deer in our front yard like 2 days ago. Like there's going to be and this is sad and I know it, but like there's going to be a massive uptick of insurance claims because of these deer. You know it very well.
I know it. They totaled my car.
Hunter hit one 2 days ago, but he just bumped it. And so the deer just jumped away. But like, it was one of those where he just kind of pulled over for a minute and was like, oh my God, that could have been so much worse.
Awful.
Like they're everywhere right now. I'm so paranoid. Anytime I'm driving between the hours of like 8 to even earlier, like 6 to 11 and evening.
If you really keep your eyes peeled, which you should be doing when you're driving anyway, but
they're everywhere.
If you're looking in the sidelines, sometimes they're standing.
They are. They're just thinking everywhere right now. And so it is
so sympathetic. Like when people would talk about sympathetic to the deer, when people would talk about, I hate driving with deer. I hate deer, and I was like, well, they're beautiful. I'd go on the rant that she goes on in my cousin Vinny. You know,
yeah, imagine you a deer.
A deer. But after having one total my fucking car, I just think they're big rats.
I do sometimes prescribe to the theory that there's nothing going on in those brains, but just some electrical activity, and that's it. Yeah. But in the span of a mile from my house, and there's 3 dead deer right now.
Jesus.
Like, it's in just a few days. Yeah. Like, it's really kind of dangerous right now. But part of that is this energy of the year too, of movement. So from an Ayurvedic perspective, we're in Vata season, the season of air and ether. Yeah. So
and that's what you are.
That's what I am. So if you're already Vata predominant, you're going to get an extra ladling of this already airy, spacey, quick moving, dry, brittle energy. So I've had to I steam my face every day because I'm trying to, combat that, or trying to take moments of sitting still and contemplating, because this is the period of time that we're moving into, is this time of contemplation. But nature right now is moving its ass. And I've not seen Dante in like 3 days. He's just having a time out, and he comes and eats dinner morning and night, but then he goes off and is hunting.
Does whatever he does. Yeah. He's responsible for those dead deer.
The prey are all moving. And so I've just tried to tune into nature right now, and that's kind of what has helped me with these times of just that I usually am like, I don't like, is just remembering, like, not only is this nature's season, this is also like Vata season. This is my season.
Yeah.
So I can find beauty in this. You know, it's the season of most of my elemental makeup. So I can relate to this. I just got to look, and figure it out.
And that brings me to something I like about the extremes. So when I say the extremes, I mean like of summer and of winter. But the extreme of winter coming up. And it's crazy to me that there are places with like so much snow already, when we've just kind of turned that corner into getting colder.
Yeah, weather. Lyra was sending us pictures of her parents in Colorado, and they've they've got like feet of
snow, dude. So yes, this is not necessarily, everything we're saying is not going to apply to everybody.
No, we've not even lost our leaves yet. We've lost like 50% of our leaves.
We are basically in late fall at this point, but moving. But what I like about this is it does force us to confront how uncomfortable sometimes we are with accommodating ourselves. And that has been a big focus of mine for the past, I don't know, I've been like 3 months maybe or so. This is a fresh journey relatively. Accommodating myself has been something that is new to me. And I first saw like other people talking about it and stuff, and just little things like, example, I saw someone talk about accommodating themselves when they have to do like dishes or cleaning themselves. They're like, I have this big mental block when it comes to cleaning up the kitchen or doing dishes or whatever. And while I don't necessarily share that particular thing, I think there was a time in my life when I saw everything that they were doing for themselves, and I would have been like, I don't know if I could have comprehended it. Not necessarily been rude about it, but like they were like, okay, I put on gloves so I don't have to touch the yucky food. I get that, but they're like, I also put like a little baby fan here, and they're like, bring a wheelie chair in so I can sit while I do my dishes. And it's, and stuff that like I would never really thought about.
I've never considered sitting and doing the dishes. That thought has never occurred to me in my entire life.
And it like light bulbs. And I was like, you can just do things to make things easier for yourself. And it doesn't have to be this like weakness thing, and I feel like there's a whole separate conversation about that and why people feel that way. But I do like that this season kind of forces us to do that. Like you said, with the skin, and the layering.
I hate layers. Right. I hate layers. I don't like dressing this way.
No.
You've seen the way I dress.
Your favorite,
I like crop tops.
Your favorite color is naked, warm and naked.
I like crops. It's like, I don't like having my shoulders constricted, which is a big thing, which is why, and it took someone like Hunter just being like, something simple, buy bigger clothes.
Yeah.
Like buy bigger than you need.
Usually it goes off like a, why in the hell did it take me that
Have
long
I never considered this? Yeah.
Right.
What?
If you don't like the feeling of something, change it.
Change it.
And we're being really truly forced into a season of self-care, which is aside from the weather, because I do truly get it. I get that as people, we need the sun and vitamin D, and some people really struggle without that. And some people really struggle with the cold. I understand. But those things aside, I think a big problem people have with this time of year is like, it's so inside. It's so kind of tucked away. It's the opposite of when summer comes around. We're like, yeah, I get to go out and see people and go to the fucking beach and do things. It's the opposite of that. We're quiet, we're resting and hibernation, and we're focusing on the inside. And like, I think there's a roundabout argument to be made of like how that's parallel with like confronting ourselves in shadow work, and people are uncomfortable with that. Because when you're alone in your house, you got a lot of time to just kind of think about
you
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
And it fits the time of year, because also too, Vata season, Vata lives in the mind.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, this is a thoughtful time. It's just part of that. And a little bit too goes back to that accommodation that you were talking about. Like, I have to go outside every day. I play outside. That's what I do. And so it's like, once I learned how to accommodate dressing warmly enough, because it's the same way in summertime. I take my daily walk, but I'm not doing that at 4 p.m. You can die that way. It's either morning or kind of later afternoon, you know? But so it's like, winter's the same way. Luckily about wintertime, you can go out peak day, get that sun directly overhead, but like, you just got to be a little bit more bundled up. But yeah, when the thing is, it's getting dark earlier, you got to go inside.
Yeah.
And it's more contemplative at that point, you know, to where like, it's the dark. The dark is my least favorite part. And
I want to ask you about that, because I truly, truly, truly do not understand. Sorry to enter. I realize I just steamrolled what you were going on, but maybe this is going to be, okay. I'm trying to also work on not interrupting so much. That's why I'm stuttering like a damn
That's a good
fool.
thing to do. I do it all the time, and I don't even realize it.
I don't realize it. I just get so excited that
I do
like,
too.
You know?
Yeah.
I saw people talking about the darkness, how they're like, oh, it's get dark at like 4:30 p.m. And I'm like, that doesn't stop you from doing things though. So I don't, explain to me why this is a bummer. It's other than like not getting the actual like vitamin from the sun. It
roots back to liking to play outside.
Sure.
So this is not a property that's lit. And it is also not a property that is too keen on you being outside once night falls.
Truth.
So it's like, kind of, when night falls, we are in the house because you can feel it.
I got lost on my way back to Terry's house after I was at your place on Thanksgiving. Because, listen, I've taken that road so many times.
Your entire life.
It was so dark.
Yes.
That I got spooked. And I got the feeling.
Did you feel the creep?
I felt the creep, and I was like, I'm in the in-between spot, and I feel like there's a little bit of leeway. Like, okay, we understand this is y'all's pathway. Y'all take it. Y'all get where you need to go. But I was feeling the eyeballs on me.
You feel it.
I guess I just got panicked, and I started walking, and I realized I was almost about to be face to face with like that fence. That's a little more over to the left.
Yeah,
you know
the trellis.
I mean? And like, I was just, I walked back and forth probably 4 times trying to find where I was, because it was so dark, and I just kept freaking myself out more and more. And the whole time I was like, I wonder if they can see me from her house right now.
No, because you know why? It's fucking dark.
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, when I look out my windows, it's blackness. I see myself. I see my reflection by 4:45, pretty much. Like, that's when the suns really start setting. And by 5:15 right now, because we're set behind the tree line in the bowl, it's black. Yeah. And so it's like, I can't really go outside. And I also I live in the woods because I think they're pretty. And it bums me out that they're gone, you know? Like, so it just, I don't like it for that reason too. But also, I'm a solar person. I like the light. I wake up when the sun rises. And really, this time of year, like, I'm going to bed at like 9 every night, because what's the point? You know,
that is one thing, is I with the setting sun happening earlier, the rhythms in the brain and how all that works. I am finding myself going to bed at reasonable hours now, because I've had 7 hours to get ready for it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's fine, and it serves a purpose and it is a good time to rest. But it cuts my outside time short. And then it's just black windows.
Yeah.
For a while. And
when you think about this, and this is something that just occurred to me, even though, this isn't a new thought, that kind of brings around the way that you decorate at this time of year. When you bring it outside in and you turn on the lights and you have lights and candles and, we can't see outside or I guess just we as humans you can't see the outside. So you bring in the Christmas tree and you bring in the fucking boughs and whatever, because that is one of my favorite parts of this time. It's such a simple thing. Just bringing some sticks you found, dude.
It's great.
You ever just bring in sticks?
You ever find a good stick?
You ever find
a good stick? You will always have an appreciation from me on finding the good stick.
I got a good stick right in the corner of my room right now.
Hell yeah,
I've had for years because I found it. And the top goes like, what?
Yeah,
it's great. Love it.
I've been enjoying. So Hunter's aunt got some. Oh no, his mother got some. I have a fake tree. They have a fake tree. It's it's fake tree season. And
I know what you're gonna say.
They got the little sticks that smell like a real tree. Great. And I've got one in my car.
Hell yeah.
And that's the move. Because every time I get in my car right now, it smells like an evergreen tree.
Nice.
And it's really nice. I'm really enjoying it.
Evergreen tree is my winter scent.
Me too.
There's a lot of debate about, are you an apple person? Are you a
Give me
pumpkin?
that Douglas fir.
Give me the tree.
Yep.
Give me the tree. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon on top, but give me the tree.
Because I'm the same way. I don't really like cinnamon-based candles. I find that they're a lot, but that evergreen tree.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Choke me out.
I really cannot have too high of a concentration of it. It's really, really nice. So like in my car, every time I get in it, I'm just like, yeah, it's great. It's really good.
Be a commercial. Sticks. Just you getting your, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry if this was too rambly, but I
like it. I think it's good to talk about things like this because I know as I've gotten older, I've tried to find good things in things that I inherently don't like.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a good way to be.
Yeah.
And when you look, there's some nice shit.
Absolutely.
And all seasons give us something. And we as animals, which we can't forget, are tied to it. Mm-hmm. And if we dig down deep and remember exactly what that tie means, a lot of times you can kind of be like, oh yeah, there's value here. I see that. But it does take some reflection, which is good because that's where we are right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. The time to tuck in and to perhaps take care of the forgotten things around the house. And I mean that literally, with the cleaning. I know spring cleaning's the move, but like you ever just got shit ready over the winter season? You got nothing else to do?
Again, being Vata predominant and Vata season, my house has never been cleaner. Mm-hmm. Like, because cleaning to me is a peace activity. I listen to like an audiobook and on days that I am nervous or anxious or kind of just feeling that I don't know what I need to do with my body, I clean. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I find purpose in that. And so Vata season makes you feel, even if you're not Vata predominant, you're getting an influx of kind of Vata vibe, and so it's very normal to kind of feel that antsy kind of vibe right now. Also, because it's what nature's doing. Think of all of the movement that's going out there right now. Yeah. Hibernation, all the animals getting ready, getting their dens, harvesting food, getting all that together. Animals are moving. So it's like all that's going on. So I've just ride that wave a little bit and I've enjoyed it. I'm really liking it too, because then that means at Christmas time, I'm going to have less to do.
Oh, true.
Because my house is already going to be ready.
Yeah. Dude, I went and I got some necessities. I got some like wrapping paper and stuff.
I cannot wait to plan my wrapping scheme.
What are you going to do this
I don't know yet. But it's one of my favorite things is kind of figuring out my wrap job and what it's going to be. Because I do love wrapping gifts. It's one of my favorite things.
I have the best of intentions every year. I'm like, I'm going to do that too. And then I always just give like a wrapped gift that has paper and too much tape. And like, maybe I write your name in Sharpie.
But I like that, like I really like that, to where it's just like, it is wrapped with love. Like I wrapped this, even if it's not even something that I am confident at doing. I wrapped this for you. And I think that's great. I really
you know what I could have done? I could have put it in a bag.
Could have put it in a bag, which, listen, I like to make a pretty bag. I'll make a pretty bag. But when you get you get that wrapping and you get that good scissor slice.
The wrapper. Oh, when you're wrapping, hell yeah.
Yeah, like the process itself is just fun. It's a craft. Well,
it's a craft, and it's also it's a cozy Yule specific. I mean, I know you can wrap like Christmas,
but it makes you think of the season,
You get your space set up, you have your paper that looks like, snowmen or whatever bullshit you get. And put Hot Frosty on in the background or whatever.
I am really waiting for this, because also Hunter's just going to be here on Saturday, and I can't wait to put Hot Frosty on and just be like, deal with it.
Frosty. And the other one, 3 We Merry Gentlemen.
And I cannot wait, because he's going to be like, we don't do this. Why are we doing this? Like,
there's like some other weird shit that you never do. Like make overly Christmas hot cocos.
Well, on
like
that note,
marshmallows and shit.
You just made me think on kind of talking about leaning into the season and accommodating and things that we might not usually do. I drove in today, leaving the studio, and got myself a nice little hot cocoa with some whipped cream from the little local coffee shop. And I didn't need it, but I wanted it, and I got it. And it was great. It was really, I got a little extra bonus of toasted marshmallow syrup in there. So it was really great. And I took it with me when I had to go get some yarn at Walmart afterwards. And I just had my little hot cocoa, and I was getting my yarn, and it was really nice.
Did you feel like an influencer? You had your little hot cocoa.
I just working on my Mac.
Working on my Mac.
It's a cold, drizzly day. And you know what you need on a cold, drizzly day? Some fucking hot chocolate.
Hot cacao.
Oh, it was really good.
Dude, actually, I think I'm gonna have to go make some. I recommend for it.
One of my favorites. So like a while ago, you did the jar mix. Did you make one of those for yourself?
Yeah.
Thick.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it thick, baby. I like a hot chocolate. Be like a drinking chocolate.
Yeah, so growing up, Mom, we did hot cocoa mix, like Swiss Miss or whatever, but she always doubled up the mix. And we use milk because we care about ourselves. And so water, I remember the first time I had water hot chocolate, and I was offended. I was so angry about it.
Yeah, at a little league sports game.
Yes, it was a concession stand. And I remember drinking it and being like, what? Yeah. But the way that, and this is still the way, if I'm making mix hot chocolate, she will get a big tumbler that's got a lot of room, rip open 2 packages.
Absolutely.
Put not as much milk as you think, heat it up, and then whip. And so it gets all frothy, and then you pour that into a mug. Yeah, and it's then you drink it. But it's that little extra, so you can really whip it around. You double up
get one of those coffee, those sticks.
Yeah, the whirler. Dude, worth its weight in gold, by the way.
Love 'em.
I love that thing. It's wonderful.
Use it for so much.
So many things. I got one specifically for drinking real cacao, which is real thick. Yeah, and I use that thing all the time for so many things.
Whip up your heavy cream before you dump it on your special coffee.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Wow. 'Tis the season.
Dude, and that's a whole other
treats.
Topic we can't even get into, the treats, the foods of the season. You can tell me we're not, listen, I know we talked about it on the live the other day, but, and I'm not even a fan, but chili right now, a big hot pot of stew.
We've been living out of our crock pot. About every other day, I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff in there, and then we eat that for a couple days, and then I make another thing in the crock pot, and I am so deeply enjoying it.
Yeah.
And it's like another good thing, and I keep bringing it up, but another thing about Vata season and Vata predominance and also Vata energy, it can affect digestion because Vata is the weakest when it comes to digestive fire. Oh. So in Ayurveda, you have your Agni, which is your fire, right? The flame in which, that's the source of digestion. So certain folks, like Pitta predominant people, have the strongest fire, so even Vata season might not even take a chip off that bad, like you still burn through everything. You're doing great,
Would this be Rustin?
Rustin is the most Pitta predominant person I've ever met in my life. Yeah. And complete with the signs of like heartburn and all of the things that is very common for aggravated Pitta because it's that flame, But like Vata predominance in general has the weakest digestive fire. And so in Vata season, you need to accommodate for that because it's only going to get affected more. So crock pots in which you slowly cook everything and it's fully cooked, it's soft, the weaker fire can work with that better than if I'm like eating steak and potatoes or something like that every night, which is like hard to work through.
Give me your top, 5, 10 easy to digest this time of year foods that you would recommend. Or top however many ever. I don't give a shit. You like 3. I don't care. Give me some.
Give me some.
Give me.
So something that is recommended a lot is, so I'm someone, I eat a lot of beans and rice. I've talked about this for a long time, but in times when harder digestion is a thing, maybe switching to lentils can be a good
fuck ton of lentils.
Lentils are great. They're the easiest legumes.
Playing from Charlie's S21 Plus.
Dude, the Alexa scares the hell out of me.
That was so scary. Oh.
I don't know what to do anything.
That's why I do not have those in my fucking house.
Continue. So sorry.
So, I mean, but you could follow that concept, right? Good vegetable stews that have been cooked really well, low and slow, whether you're doing it in a Dutch oven or you're, I also, and again, this is just a Vata thing and health conditions apply here. I up my fat content during this time because I'm like dried out. I need, and so it's just like during this time of being real dry and Vata is already dry as it is. Taking a little bit of that extra fat in, lying in the bones a little bit better, padding up because it's his season. And, but generally just cook your shit all the way and cook it really good. And, I find that depending on the time of year and also just my mood, certain meats I'm not really into as much unless they're cooked a certain way. And so I'm throwing down with a pork roast here and like tomorrow I'm going to get that set up, but that pork is going to be cooked over 8 hours. So I'm going to shred that like nothing. And all the vegetables, even the carrots in there, which can be very hard if they're eaten raw, when you cook them soft,
make them mushy, baby.
They just break down. And so it's that's kind of what I've been focusing on is long, slow cooked foods. Yeah.
So something easier for like a toddler to chew on is what we're going for. Like a soft carrot.
Yeah. It's stuff that is not. So you think about the difference of the body breaking that down versus like a salad.
Right.
Which isn't a bad thing necessarily.
Of raw meat.
Like, or raw vegetables or,
a whole potato.
Yeah. Like it's just kind of a lot to
you ever snack on a potato, a raw potato?
I have before, so I don't hate it. Here's if I'm cutting up potatoes, I'll eat a couple of the raw pieces now and again.
Dude,
I like it.
Grab a potato,
you get that weird film in your mouth when you do it too.
Yeah, the weird grit film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's starch, baby.
It's starch. That's pizza meal.
That's pizza.
But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. But also, I'm not an Ayurvedic practitioner. I just learned this shit on the side. So
sure. I've been thinking this whole time about how somebody who really knows cats is going to get on to me.
It's coming. They're coming for us. I've really liked, because there's different ways of seasonal eating. There's seasonal eating when it comes to the food that you eat that's grown seasonally, and also seasonal eating in the form of accommodating kind of what's going on.
Sure.
And so it's like right now, softer, slower cooked, warm. Mm-hmm. Those are opposite traits because right now it's cold and dry, warm and moist. Yeah. That's an opposite trait.
it's no, mistake that all this stuff goes hand in hand, because it's like the root vegetables coming up. They're real big this time of year. This is their season. So like cook them for a long time. It's also heating your house up, kind of like you don't want to use the oven in summer, So like I don't know. It just all makes sense to me.
It does. It definitely makes sense. And even in me loving the warm times, I'm usually pretty burned out by the end of it, like.
Oh no, for sure.
I'm usually pretty ready for this.
I love spring when it comes around. When you walk out and it's like the first day that you can smell it, you feel the warmth and all of that. It's great. It's like it's next to this point in time, my favorite.
Yeah. Spring is my favorite. Like May, late April, May is always a very exciting time, because that's usually when you finally break into upper 60s and 70s instead of it being in the 50s still or low 60s. Like I can go out without layers on finally in, late April, May. And it's like, I can feel the sun, but what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? I'm a March girly myself, I think,
Yeah.
But
really just once you get through February, because February kind of blows. Which springtime here has gotten dicey because we just don't know if a tree is going to fall on our house.
Yeah, that's spooky.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. Happy Yule season to those of you. Some of you are sitting in like the middle of 12 feet of snow and you're like, shut the fuck up.
Y'all are where we were like 2 months ago.
Right. Like, gee, I miss when I could see the leaves. But listen, everybody go over to Facebook and let us know your favorite wintertime meal. And if you don't hit us with a recipe, I will come find you.
Yes. Also, it's simmer pot season. So everybody's dry. The heat's drying things out. Mm-hmm. Do you a simmer pot? Because not only does it smell good, it's just going to bring some moisture into that air. They're the best. And also, while you're at it, make some fucking crock pot cider.
Absolutely.
Too. And cut them orange slices and cloves.
Your butthole.
Could be dry.
Probably is.
Could be dry. I'm really enjoying steaming my face. Like most mornings.
Really thought you were
my butthole.
I've really been enjoying it. I'm scared about it because I don't like to add that much heat to my face.
I'm not like right over
my capillaries.
I'm not right over the bowl. Like you let it come up. You let it meet
put
you.
It onto the fire.
Yeah, where you're at. Okay. But it is very nice. And then
you put anything in the water?
Sometimes, not every time. I'll drop some geranium oil in there. Sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's like in every other thing to where it's like, cause I don't want to like nuke it, but like sometimes it's just, and then what I do? I go and put my snail mousse on because it likes it likes to be paired with water. And so it's like opened up pores, a little bit of snail mousse.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to not crack open on my face.
I love that for you. Please don't crack open.
I'm trying my best.
All right, guys, we'll check you out. Let's see, I guess next week, join us for, what are we doing? Sunday Simcaps? Or are we, how do we'll figure it out. We do Simcap later in the week.
Yeah, it may switch back to Friday. We gotta nail down exactly, are we going into Christmas movies? We gotta figure this out. I think we ought to. Yeah. And so probably Friday, I think.
Friday sounds like
and then as the 2 weeks again before Christmas time, Yule time, probably maybe Sundays again, because it's like getting shit done.
Hold on to your hats. You know how it is. Things get shifted around in the holiday season.
Bananas at the moment. So, but definitely going to come out. And we'll pick us a holiday flick. This is what should be fucking hot, Frosty.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
That really blew my bird, man.